morning students. As we have already completed our exercise 2.1 and started exercise 2.2 and done question number 1 and 2. So now we are going to complete question number 3 and 4 in this class. So here I have written question number 3. We are talking about the zeros of the polynomial. Verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial. So they have written one value here. You just check that it is a zero of the polynomial. So when it will be the zero of the polynomial, we have discussed it. When you will put the value in the polynomial and if the answer turn to zero, then it will be the zero of the polynomial. Otherwise, it will not be the zero of the polynomial. So what we are going to do, we are just going to put x is equal to minus 1 upon 3 in px. So px will be now minus 1 upon 3. 3 into minus 1 upon 3 plus 1. 3 and 3 cancel. Minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. As p minus 1 upon 3 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to minus 1 upon 3 is the zero of the polynomial. Is the zero of the px. Fine. So this is all about question number, part number 1, question number 3. Next is px is equals to 5x minus pi. And what is the value they have given for x? It is 4 upon 5. Now put x is equals to 4 upon 5 in px. Then px will be p4 upon 5 is equal to 5 into 4 upon 5 minus pi. You can also put the value of pi, 22 by 7. 5 and 5 cancel. 4 minus 22 upon 7. 7 4s are 28. So 28 minus 22 upon 7, 6 upon 7. As p4 upon 5 is not equal to 6 upon 7. Therefore, x is equal to 4 upon 5. Is not the zero of the polynomial, is not the zero of the polynomial, that is px. Next part they have taken px is equal to x square minus 1. Here they have written two values, first part and second part. So put x is equals to 1. Then it will be p1. 1 square minus 1. 1 square we all know that 1. So it will be 1 minus 1 and 0. As p1 is equal to 0, this implies x is equal to 1 is the zero of the polynomial, zero of px. This is the A part. Now B part, because in this part we are having two subparts. B part is put x is equal to minus 1. When you will put x is equal to minus 1, p minus 1. Minus 1 square minus 1. We all know that minus 1 square is also plus 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. As p minus 1 is equal to 0, this implies x is equal to minus 1 is also a zero of the polynomial. Is also a zero of the polynomial, that is px. When we are having degree 2, it means this polynomial will have two zeros. Degree 3, 3 zeros. Degree 1, 1 zero. So px is equal to x plus 1, x minus 2. Part number 1, part number 2. So A part is put x is equals to minus 1. Then p minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 minus 2. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. 0 into minus 3, it is 0. This implies x is equal to minus 1 is a zero of the polynomial. Zero of the polynomial px. B part, put x is equals to 2 in px. Then it will be p2. P2 is 2 plus 1, 2 minus 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. But 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 into 3 is 0. As p2 is equals to 0, this implies, जो इस ब्रैकेट के अंदर लिखा है, it will be the zero of the polynomial. This implies x is equal to 2 is the zero of the polynomial, is the zero of the polynomial px. The fifth part is put x is equals to 0. Put x is equals to 0 in px. So what we can write, p0 is equal to 0 square, 0 square is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 0 is the 0 of px. 0 of px. In the next part, what they have written, lx plus m. And what is the value of x? Minus m plus l. They have given the values in the variable or in the alphabetical order. So it will not affect our answer. The answer can be yes or can be no. So put x is equals to minus m upon l in px. Then it will be p minus m upon l is equal to l into minus m upon l plus m. L and l cancel. What is left? Minus m plus m. One number is positive, one number is negative, and both are having the same value, then it will be 0. This implies p minus m upon l is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus m upon l is the 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial. Next part is, they have written the next part here. Seventh part is px is equal to 3x square minus 1. Put a part is put x is equal to minus 1 upon under root 3. This implies p minus 1 upon under root 3 is equal to 3 into 1 upon under root 3 whole square minus 1. We all know that 1 square is 1 and under root 3 square is 3. 3 and 3 cancel. 1 minus 1 is 0. As p minus 1 upon under root 3 is equal to 0, this implies x is equal to minus 1 upon under root 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. 0 of px. And the b part of the same question is put x is equal to 2 upon under root 3. So p 2 upon under root 3 and it will be 3 2 upon under root 3 whole square minus 1. So 3 into 2 square is 4. Under root 3 square is 3 minus 1. 3 and 3 cancel. 4 minus 1 is 3. So as p2 upon under root 3 is not equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 2 upon under root 3 is not the 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial px. It means we are having quadratic equation here. It should have two values. They have also given two values. It doesn't mean that both the values will satisfy. Maybe the second value is something else. If one value is minus 1 upon under root 3 and second value can be other than this. Fine students. So this is question number 3. Now I am going to write question number 4. Here I have written question number 4. Find the zeros of the polynomial. 4. Just checking that these are the zeros of the polynomial or not. You just put the value of x and in that polynomial. If the answer turn to 0, then yes, it is a 0 of the polynomial. And if answer will not turn to 0, then it is not the zeros of the polynomial. But for finding the zeros of the polynomial means we are going to find the value. हम वो value find out करने वाले हैं जिसको whenever we will put in the polynomial answer will be 100% 0. हम पहले से ही वो 0 find out करेंगे that will satisfy our polynomial. For this we will use one method. Put the polynomial is equal to 0. अगर आपको zeros find out करने हैं तो आप polynomial को ही 0 put कर दीजिए. So what we will do? I just want to find out the polynomial, zeros of this polynomial. So for finding the zeros, for finding the zeros of the polynomial, put Px is equal to 0. This line you have to write in each and every case and every time. Put Px is equal to 0. This implies Px, what is the value of Px? X plus 5 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to plus 5. When we will shift this side, it will be minus 5. Therefore, x is equal to minus 5 is the 0 of Px. Is the 0 of Px. You can also check by putting this in the value, it will turn to 0. Next is for finding the same line you have to write every time. For finding the 0 of the polynomial, Here I have written 0 because it is a linear polynomial. Then I know that it will be having only one 0. 5. Put Px is equal to 0. I just have written Px is equal to 0. What is the value of Px? X minus 5 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 5. Therefore, x is equal to 5 is the 0 of the polynomial. So, for finding the zeros, you just put the polynomial is equal to 0. Again, for finding the polynomial, for finding zeros, put Px is equal to 0. Put Px is equal to 0. 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to minus 5 plus 5, then when we shift it will be minus 5. X is equal to minus 5 upon 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus 5 upon 2 is a 0 of Px. Next, same part. Put Px is equal to 0. You have to write all the time for finding the zeros. So, 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to 2. X is equal to 3 is in the multiplication. Now 3 will be in the division. Therefore, x is equal to 2 upon 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. 0 of Px. Next is fifth part. Px is equal to 3x. So, you just put Px is equal to 0. Now, what is the value of Px? 3x is equal to 0. Now, what is the value of x? 0 upon 3. We all know that 0 upon 3 is 0. Therefore, x is equal to 0 is the 0 of Px. Now, the next part is put Px is equal to 0. This implies Ax is equal to 0. In the question, they have written A is not equal to 0. I will tell you why they have written this. Because x is equal to 0 upon a. If a will be 0, then 0 upon 0 is not defined term. That's why they have written a will be not equal to 0. So, we can write 0 upon a is 0. This implies x is equal to 0 is the 0 of Px. The next and the last part of the same question is Px is equal to. So, for finding the zeros, put Px is equals to 0. So, for finding the zeros, put Px is equals to 0. So, this implies Cx plus D is equal to 0. So, Cx is equal to minus D. Therefore, Cx is x is equal to minus D upon C. Therefore, x is equal to minus D upon C is the 0 of Px. So, today we have learned two methods. Let me tell you in brief. I think these all parts are clear to you. So, the two methods are, first is first is to check that the given value is 0 of the polynomial or not, of the polynomial or not. What we have to do? We have to put given value in px. Put given value in px. First step, put the given value in px. This is our first step. Next step, if answer is equal to 0, then yes, it is the 0 of the polynomial, 0 of px. If answer not equal to 0, then no, it is not the 0 of px. This is first method. Second method, how to calculate zeros. How to calculate zeros. In linear, put px is equal to 0. The value of x, put px is equal to 0. The value of x will be the 0 of px. So you just understand these two main facts. They will help us to solve the zeros and to find the zeros of the polynomial. So that's all for today class. By this class we have completed our exercise 2.2. So you all can complete this exercise in your fair notebook, and we will start next exercise in the next class. Thank you students.